so long. And I'm not in my pajamas time, and we're going to read soon, but I thought I would just pop on just to see if anyone from book club is on here. And maybe I'll just do like a little nonsense update. And I have a frog in my throat, so I apologize. So today was much better than yesterday. I mean, you can probably tell by my appearance. I did a big wash on my hair because I'm trying to get the color out. It's driving me crazy. So I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is a lot darker than it was previously. Sorry for the throat clearing. Good Lord. Anyway, so yeah, today was way better in terms of well, just stress, right? So I wasn't on campus today, but I will be for the rest of the week. And I have like a million things to catch up on before the end of term, which seems to always be the case. And I mean, like reading week just finished, and I'm here like, oh my God, I'm behind. But anyway, those of you who know like the health situation with my granddad, yeah, it makes sense. So anyway, I just thought I would come on here and see if anyone from book club is around and say hi. I am going to go record a chapter here fairly soon. We're almost done this book. I mean, I think we have, I don't know, I'm guessing 3 chapters. Correct. Yeah, we have chapters left. So even considering our massive 3-week, it feels like it was closer to a month break. We got through this really, really quickly. And then we are going to begin. I do have the new Tupac biography. Oh, yes. Hi, Wayne. We are going to do it. But I was also going to show this because I'm really excited about this. But I'm going to start. I'll start Tupac first because that has been a promise for like several months. So, and I am excited about it because I did read the first page and it seems extremely well written and very engaging. So we'll do them together. We'll do them in conjunction because not everyone is going to be a Tupac fan. That's for sure. So we'll do that. And now I have the freedom to mark up this book as much as I want because, like I said, my rabbit, that's true, animal crackers in my soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop. So yeah, speaking of rabbits, my rabbit, he's a little stinker. He just be chewing everything. Anyway, so we will finish this book, 3 chapters left, and I'm hoping that tonight maybe we'll be wild and just fly through it. Although I have to get on the treadmill. Okay, so those of you who know I'm in Canada, and today we had a really warm day. Okay, and when we have a warm day, everyone's suddenly like out in shorts, and I mean, other people from other places would be like, this is cold, but here we're like, oh my God, spring. So everyone was out jogging, and oh my God, there were all these beautiful women jogging, and I'm like, oh God, I have to get on the treadmill. Okay, for those of you who are part of book club, you're in Canada too. Okay, so for those of you who have been reading this with us, Jackie's Girl, I'm doing the Jacqueline Kennedy diet. I love it. Okay, I know it's like you're not supposed to go on diets anymore. You're not supposed to go on diets anymore because it's like not PC anymore. But I don't care because let me tell you, I've been doing the Jackie Kennedy diet and I love it. Except I don't do the egg and the coffee for breakfast because I would wolf my cookies. Just like a poached egg and a cup of black coffee. No. So I do a protein shake. And I know it's like, oh yeah, protein shakes are bad for you. I'm like, yeah, they are. But it keeps me full a really long time. So that's what I do. And then for lunch, I do, thank you. Gorgeous. Wasn't pretty yesterday. Yesterday, I looked like something that just rolled out. So I do like protein shake, and then I do like the cottage cheese and fruit at lunchtime. And cottage cheese is actually like the amount of cottage cheese I'm eating has 30 grams of protein, which is wild. I had no idea there was so much protein in cottage cheese. Who knew? Not me. And then I just had chicken. I had 2 chicken breasts and green beans and cranberry sauce for supper. And I was like, I horked that down. And then when I get hungry, I have some yogurt, like some Greek yogurt and fruit. And then I need to add more fiber. Anyway, this is totally not related to books, but I'm just saying because I got this diet out of this book because that's how Jackie Kennedy ate most of the time. And when Kathleen had gone up from like 120 pounds when she left Ireland, right? And then she comes to New York and she's homesick and she had never had Wonder Bread in her whole life. Now, this was like, I felt like, yes, I understand you, my queen. She had never had Wonder Bread in her whole life, right? And she had never had mayonnaise. So this Irish girl in the late 60s comes to New York City, discovers Wonder Bread, and she's sneaking into the kitchen at night, going into the bread box, stealing the Wonder Bread, going into the fridge, taking the Hellmann's, and scurrying back to her room and eating mayonnaise sandwiches. And let me tell you, sorry, my nose is running, of course. I'm allergic to my rabbit. I could literally eat a mayonnaise sandwich because I love mayonnaise so much. That is like the most white girl thing I can ever imagine. Like, I just love mayonnaise, but I do. So anyway, in Jackie's Girl by Kathy McKeon, she goes from 120 pounds to 180 pounds because she's just horking down these, Hellman sandwiches all night long. So she breaks down one day crying. Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is so Canadian. Like, there are parts of the province that I'm in where they only eat Miracle Whip. Like, they don't eat mayonnaise. It's just, yeah. Now, let me see. Anyway, so she's eating these sandwiches, and then she breaks down one day because, Jackie Kennedy was this like elegant slip of a woman. Like, she was just like so dainty. She's so tiny and collarbones for days, right? She was sometimes very emaciated, but I mean, she went through a lot of grief. So, it happens. Anyway, so Kathleen is like laying out Jackie Kennedy's like dainty clothing. And she's like having a minute, like she's having a struggle. And Jackie's like, what is wrong? And she breaks down. And she's like, I wish I was thin. And so Jackie's like, girl, I got you. Jackie Kennedy, like, she was a girl's girl. Like, that's what I've learned through this book. Now, she obviously had her shortcomings as an employer because she definitely had, she came from money and she had money. Like, she was never without money, really, her whole life. She always lived, in this upper stratosphere. So she definitely sometimes took advantage of the time of her staff, right? But she was a girl's girl. So she grabs Kathleen by the hand and she like marches her into the kitchen and she goes to the cook and she's like, we're going to help Kathleen because Kathleen needs to lose some weight. And so she tells the cook, here's what Kathleen, I love my light, I'm sorry, it's going crazy. She's like, here's what Kathleen's going to be eating from now on. And she tells this diet that Jackie Kennedy put her on. And that's what I've been doing, so that she lost at least 30 pounds in 6 months. So that's a good, that's a good weight loss. It's like a safe. Is it safe? We'll find out. But anyway, and I felt like very satisfied on it, to be honest, and quite pleased. So we'll find out if it works. I mean, to be honest, I did stand at the stove the other day eating some ice cream cake. And what you gonna do? You got to do it sometimes, right? All right. I'm trying to think if there's, oh yeah. So when I was talking about that, this was like all in relation to like the beautiful girls jogging all day because it's like been a warm day. And so they're like out in droves. Like they're just gorgeous, gorgeous, stunning, you know, love to say it. So I was like, oh my God, I'm like driving in my car and my friend David is with me. And I'm like, David, I'm like, there are so many beautiful women here that my ex is like not even going to miss me, you know? And he's like, he said the right thing, you know, because you're supposed to be like, Shannon, of course he's going to miss you. And that's exactly what he said. He's like, Shannon, he can't help but missing you because it's just, he's a counselor, right? My friend David is a therapist. And he's like, it's just a biological fact that he's going to miss you because his brain is like hardwired to miss the engagement with you. And I'm like, thank you, David. So anyway, we're just yapping because we are going to come on and read. But I just wanted to see if any of my book club buddies were on here. So yesterday, as you know, if you were here with me, I finally, after almost a month, recorded a reading, and I looked like death warmed over. And I want to apologize because sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you got to show up as you are in order to like break the curse, you know? If you wait until you are feeling your best and feeling like yourself, sometimes you'll just never get there, right? One thing that I realized I forgot to do today, because I just see this notebook now, I forgot to write down 10 things I'm thankful for. Because that's, okay. I'm sorry. That's so kind, Wayne, but you know, we all see ourselves differently, don't we? So I have to write down what I'm thankful for. I have to write 10 things, and it gets kind of hard. And I write really stupid things because let me tell you, when you try to write 10 things every single day, it feels like you're going to run out of things. And so you have to get like really dumb. Okay. So number one, I'm going to write chicken because I just had chicken for supper. What else? Oh, I'm going to say brown lipstick because I love me a 90s lip. Okay, what else? I'm going to say, the other day I said coffee. I'm going to say tea. Tea. I already said books. Can I put books again? Yet. Okay. Books. I already put classic films. Oh, this is hard. I already put my animals. I'll say green beans because I had green beans for supper. Okay, the point is it doesn't matter like how silly what you're thankful for. It's like you can be thankful for anything, like literally anything. It's just that it adjusts your focus into one of, you know, gratitude. And that's the whole point. It doesn't matter if it's stupid. It's just about getting yourself in a positive frame of mind. Okay, what else am I really thankful for? I feel like they're all going to be food related today because, you know, I love food so much. Okay. I'm really thankful for, I think it's the 1994 Aladdin video game. I'm putting that on my list. I am also thankful for Vinyl Cafe because I listen to that all the time. If you don't know what the Vinyl Cafe is, then you're not Canadian. And if you are Canadian and you don't know what the Vinyl Cafe is, you're not Canadian enough. Okay? You obviously didn't grow up listening to CBC radio. Shame. Shame on you. Oh, CBC now sucks, but back in the day when I was a child, it was the GOAT. All right, so the Vinyl Cafe was written by Stuart McLean. Okay, so he wrote this series of short stories about this fictional family living in Toronto. Yes, crash test dummies. I'm going to say I'm thankful for James Taylor. Okay. Stuart McLean wrote a series of short stories about a family living in the Toronto area, and he wrote them over like 30 years. Okay, so imagine you're just writing about one family for 30 years. They were incredibly well developed, right? So well developed characters. There's like a husband and wife and 2 kids and a dog and the cat and the neighbors and just a whole cast of characters. And let me just make sure my phone's not going to die on me because it could just conk out any minute. All right, we're fine. So it was eventually turned into a radio series, okay? Because what he would do is he would travel all around Canada and he would go into like theaters, not like cinemas, but theaters, and they would record him reading these stories, and he would tour all over Canada, and he would just sit on a stool and he would just read story after story. And I'm telling you, you will laugh, you will cry, it's so incredible. Like whenever my family is together, if we get bored of an evening, we're like, let's put on Stuart McLean, and then we're just laughing. And like after my papa passed away a year and a half ago, I was with my parents. I went and stayed with them. Like I left university for that semester, and I went and stayed with my grandparents while they were living, lived with my parents. And I left that semester and I went and I stayed with my parents, and I would stay in my Nana's room with her. And it was like hard for us to both go to sleep because Papa was gone, right? And I was sleeping in Papa's space in the bed, and it was just like this whole emotional thing. So what we would do is we would put on Stuart McLean's Vinyl Cafe, and we would lay there and we would laugh ourselves to sleep. Like we would be laughing and then we would just drop off, and it was like really beautiful. So if you've never listened to The Vinyl Cafe by Stuart McLean, I highly, highly recommend that you do so, because it can only make your life better. Honestly, it's like great on road trips. It's great for kids. Like it's like the whole family, right? The whole family loves it. So, all right, I'm thankful for James Taylor, and I'm thankful for The Vinyl Cafe. Now I need 2 more things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for the color green, because let me tell you, okay, since the breakup, I've gone on this green kick where I'm like, okay, my eyes are green. I'm like trying to accentuate things about myself that I like, right? Because, what are you going to do? You have to accentuate the positive, right? So I've been wearing a lot of green, and like, okay, not today, but I've been like wearing a lot of like green earrings and like green necklaces and just like green clothing, and yeah, okay. The color green. And I told you that I dyed my hair because I was trying to look more Irish. Because my hair, like, it's not so bad now because I've put the Head and Shoulder, there's a sparkle in my hair. I've washed it several times with Head and Shoulders, which strips color out, but I'm telling you, it was like Morticia Adams. It was brutal. So then I was crying. So I was like, because I had like some grays like right here coming in, like all right here. You can probably even tell where they're supposed to be because there's like light. Oh yes, thankful. What inspired me to even do this channel? Okay, this is not meant to be derogatory in any way to anybody, okay? But I'm just going to tell you. Okay, so I used to watch Cheer Denise a lot. All right. And I really love the book content, but then I thought she was too mean. And I was like, sometimes I'm mean, but I just felt like, I don't know. I just felt like I don't know how to put it. I just thought I could do this, and I like to read, and I'm sure not everyone, I wanted it to be like a more relaxing space. I rant, but the blue jeans snarky. I don't think I'm as snarky as Cheer Denise. So that's why I started. Maybe I am. I try not to be, but sometimes it just comes. But you know what really got me snarky? I don't even know if you've read that book with us. Wayne, but it was My Story by Leslie Player, and Leslie Player was the mistress of Sarah Ferguson's father. And that book sent me into outer space. I was like, oh, but that was a really fun book. Like it was so, she's always like, me and the Rolls Royce, me and the Rolls. I was pulling up to the Royal, what's it called? The Royal something Polo Club, and people had their faces. You know, it's literally the polo club that like Prince Charles was a part of. All these mucky mucks, and she says that they all had their face pressed against the glass, you know, fogging up the glass because they couldn't believe a Rolls Royce was there. And I was just like, Jesus help me, because I know that they have seen a Rolls. I know that they've seen a Rolls Royce before. Okay, the color green. Let me see. I can't see YouTube because Wayne already said YouTube. I have to think of my own Wayne. All right. I know there's something. It's really hard. Oh, popsicles. It's mostly food related. Let me see. Okay, there's chicken, tea. I'm gonna count that as food. Uh-oh, guys, my phone's dying. Okay. 1, 2, chicken, tea, green beans. Okay, that's 4 food related things. So I actually have more non-food related items. So that's positive. All right. I think that's all I got. So I have to go on the treadmill. So I don't know. What time is it? What's the right time? Okay. I'm trying to go to bed early now. It's hard because I'm like the type that goes to bed early, but then lays awake for like 3 hours and just stares at the ceiling and then thinks of all these things to do. And I gotta stop. So yes, I'm about to go record a video, and we're almost on this book, and I can't wait to start. Like whenever I get near the end of a book, I'm like, oh, I'm sick of this book. I hate this book. And then when I start reading the next one, I'm like, this is the best book ever. I'm so glad that we got rid of the old one. It's just probably my ADHD. All right. The one, like the Shirley Temple book is impressive. I mean, this girl, she remembers everything. What a highly, highly intelligent woman. So incredible. All right. And then I think I said that what I wanted to do, so for those who joined for Silver Screen Sundays, which I haven't done in a dog's age, because remember I started the new job and then I was working till midnight and everything was going wild. So what I wanted to do for Silver Screen Sundays is that she talks about every movie that she makes, right? Shirley Temple in Child Star. So she talks about every single movie that she makes and goes into detail, like the backstories and what was going on, you know, like on the back lot, blah, blah, blah. And so I thought for Silver Screen Sundays, we could watch all her movies together, and that would be a hoot. All right. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, my nose, like a faucet. I swear I'm allergic to the rabbit. Aren't I, Timothy? Timothy Russell. All righty. Well, oh, hi. Yay. I'm just about to go offline because I have 5% on my phone, and I'm about to go record some more of Jackie's Girl, and we have 3 chapters left. We're almost done. And like I said, for book club members, you'll be happy to see I'm out of my pajamas today. Yes, I've been out and about. All right, I can't think of anything else. Oh, okay. I'll put this here. I'll probably say it in my other when I actually record a video. Let me see how much percent. Okay, I have 4%, guys. So you know, I gotta hurry. So y'all know that I went through a breakup, right? Oh my God. So I've been trying to move forward, but you know, like it comes in waves, right? Oh, thank you. I dyed it recently. Okay, so let me so I've been going through this breakup, and it's like, it comes in waves, and it's like a roller coaster. So, and I'd be like doing really great, and then the past couple weeks, it's like I'm through this slump, and it's like, do I miss him? Not. I don't think I don't know. I don't know if I miss him. I just like he was really like he was a very unhappy person, right? And he could be very, very cold, like very extremely standoffish, and he's like an avoided attachment personality, right? And I'm an anxious attachment personality, which I have to work on that. I have to become secure attached. Um, he definitely has issues, and I think I'm still like I'm too much of a romantic. I'm like, I will love you out of your pain, and I know that that's not real. Like that's not how it works. So, anyway, but I took a big step yesterday because after I recorded our chapter, I threw out his toothbrush. And then I threw out his mug. We had matching mugs, okay? His had a B and mine had an S because his name begins with a B. I won't say his name because I'm like, want to be respectful. So I threw that out. Now, the next thing that I have to do that is like a really big deal is this sounds like witchcraft and it's not. Okay. I have to burn his hair. Let me see what percentage I'm at. All right. So I got rid of his toothbrush. I got rid of his mug. And I have some of his books here. I'm not going to get rid of books, right? I'm just going to give them away. So what I have to do now is I have to burn his hair because he's Sikh, right? And a Sikh man has very long hair. I mean, if they're practicing, right? So he has very long hair. And then whenever he would brush it, it'd be like, oh my God, it'd be like late at night, right? And then he'd, you get a hairball, right? Especially if you have like hair down to your backside. And they don't just throw their hair in the garbage, right? Because it's like disrespect, right? Because their hair is like, it's like honoring God, right? And so I was just like put it into a ball and he'd be like, can you burn this for me? And it would be like, I'm saying like late at night and I'd be like, yeah, thing. And I would just take it and I would just stick it in my bedside drawer. And then like once a week, I'd be like, okay, I gotta burn these hairballs, right? Because I respect his faith. So anyway, I still have some of these in my bedside drawer from like, late at night when or like, because I would wash his hair like quite regularly because I just found that's like, washing your loved one's hair is such a loving act. And it's such a, like, just think about it. When was the last time someone washed your hair? Probably, I mean, when it, like, outside of a salon, right? Probably when you were a child. And it's such a secure, loving experience. And so I would wash his hair, like, quite often, honestly. Like, probably once a week or every other week, I would wash his hair. And so he'd be brushing his hair out. And then, so I have to burn the hair that I have because I'm not just going to throw it away because I still, even though we're not together, I still respect his faith and I still respect the reasons why he can't just throw his hair away. So I have to do that. And yeah, you miss the idea of him, the future you imagined. Yeah, that's probably it because, I mean, he's a mechanic, so in a very practical sense, there was a bulge in my tire and I was like, I really miss being able to just call him up and be like, help, there's something weird with my car. Come look at it. But, that's how it is. That's if I suddenly just go away, it's because my phone died. So I feel like it was really hard to throw out his mug. It was hard to throw out his toothbrush, but I did it. And I think that burning what's left of like his hair will help me like release him more. And then I got him this really beautiful book for Christmas. And it's about Sikh men in World War I, because Sikh soldiers, did a lot for like the proportion of Sikh soldiers, like in proportion to other like communities, it was huge, right? And it's such a beautiful book. I ordered it. It's no longer in print, and it was only published in the UK. And so now when you order it, they print it to order, right? So it took a long time to get here. It didn't actually get here till February. By then we were already broken up. So the bookstore called me. They're like, "Your book's in." And I went in and she was like, "I hope he loves it." And I was like, "Girl, he blocked, like he just ghosted me." Like, so, and she's like, "Oh my God." She's like, "You don't have to accept it. Like, you don't have to take this book." And I'm like, "I am taking this book because it's gorgeous. It's beautiful." So what it is, it's a book. It's called, I think it's Thousands of Heroes Have Arisen. I think that's the title. If you search on Google, Thousands of Heroes Have Arisen. And it is letter after letter after letter of sick soldiers, like home to their families, in the Punjab in India, and what they're seeing and what they're feeling. And oh my gosh, very moving, incredibly beautiful, because he was very, very interested in sick soldiers in the world wars. And so I thought about, okay, now this is kind of crazy. I thought about maybe I should just, he lives like right down the street from me. Like I could spit and hit his house, right? I'm like, maybe I should just like leave it on his car. And I'm like, no, that's like stalker vibes. I just want to leave him alone. But I'm like, maybe I'll just find like the first Punjabi man I see on campus and I'll just be like, here you go. Because it's beautiful for me when I read it. But I feel like it would mean more to someone with a Sikh background who is Punjabi. You know what I mean? Like it would just mean so much to, if you were interested in that sort of thing. So I might do that. We'll see. And then the other book that he left is, I got it for Valentine's Day last year because he always wanted to like read me folk tales from Punjabi, but he could just, from Punjab, not Punjabi, but he could never find a collection. So I found a collection from the 1800s that was reprinted in the 70s. And we used to like read those together in the evening sometimes. So he left that behind. So I got to get rid of these two books because I just need a clean break. And but you know, he got me a really nice snow brush, and I'm keeping that. Okay, you can donate it to the Sikh Community Center Library. I'm in a like a fairly small city, so we don't have such a thing. But there's a million, I shouldn't say million. There's a big Sikh community on campus, so I'll see. Maybe I could just, I don't know. But I think I want it to go to someone who will appreciate it. And even like maybe one of my friends, like maybe one of their dads would appreciate it. So it's a gorgeous book. All right. I think that's where we're going to leave it for now, because now I'm at 2%. Actually, I kind of like coming on here and doing the updates instead of doing them in my videos. I don't know, because sometimes I feel like, just shut up and read, you old broad. But alrighty, I will see you very soon. I'm going to go plug my phone in, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to record a video. And I like to go live and read, but then there's some really key members of our book club community who don't seem to be able to find the lives once they are posted. So I like to make sure that everyone can find them easily and access them. Okay, thank you so much for being with me. And I will be back by the time it's uploaded. It'll probably be like a couple hours, but I will see you again. Bye. If I can figure out how to hang up on this thing. Oh my God. Yes, I will. I will come chat occasionally. All right, dear ones. I will see you soon.